So let's go through this example of slicing that 2D array in Python. So if I run this code so we can talk through it. So here's the basic syntax for slicing a 2D array. What you get here is separated by a comma is the row. So row that you want to access, and then this is all related to the columns that you want to access. So here, when we say we want to access row 0 to 2, what we mean by that is that's row 0, that's row 1, and that's row 2. But this number 2 is exclusive, so it doesn't actually include this row number 2. So 0, 1, 2. This row will be excluded. Then you have columns. So columns 1 to 3. So what does that mean? If we look at this is column 1, this is column 2, and this is column 3. When we say 1 to 3, it will basically give you, that's column 0. So this will be column 1 and column 2. Again, 3 is exclusive. So you do not include this. So it leaves you with 2. I have 3 as the columns. But then we had the row criteria, which is also include row 0 to 2. So that's 0 and 2. But since 2 is exclusive, so you only include these 2. So by the virtue of this, it is this row, and then this column and this column. So we end up with a result, as you can see here, of 2, 3, and 6, 7. And if we look at the next example, which is extract the third column. So for rows, what we are saying is we don't sort of care about the row. Instead, we want the column extracted. So what do we mean by that? So if you look at this, the criteria says extract the third column. So which one is the third column? That's 0, that's 1, that's 2. Now, if you look at that, this time, what we're saying is we want to start at 2, and that's the only column that we want. So that's 0, 1, 2. So now we get 3, 7, and 11 because we have specified no rows to be extracted. And if we look at this one, extract the second row. So here, how does that work? So we haven't specified a column. Instead, we specified just a row number. So that's 0, and that's row number 1. So we just get the output here, 5, 6, 7, 8, as shown here. And then finally, we have this one, extract the top left 2 by 2 subarray. So here, let's go through this. It's easy to understand once we go through it. But you can see here, there is no starting figure provided. So no starting index is provided. So we go with from the beginning, the row. So that's 0, 1, and this is 2. So here, immediately 2 is excluded. So it's exclusive at this time. So what we do is it has to be one of these. So then the next criteria is up to the second column starting from 0. So that's 0, that's 1, and that's 2. So that means 2 is exclusive. So you do not include 2. So you just include this 1 and 2 and 5 and 6, which is what this syntax here is telling you. So here, as you can see, we've got the extract 1, 2, and 5, 6. So this is the syntax for slicing a 2D array in Python. As you can see, it's very easy to understand. You just need to remember the rules around what is excluded. So this number is always excluded, but if the number is by itself, like here, 2, then basically you include that number. So like in here, when we said extract the third column, so 0, 1,